guys, what's happening? It's Ike from Flipside Music, and I'm here with
Dallon
from the north side. Dallon.
Spit hot fire.
Welcome to What the F.A.Q. number 13.
Lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13.
Yeah.
We got here, man.
Made it through the first 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good, I think so. So
Yeah.
far, so good. We had a great episode last week with the guys from Texas Toast Guitars. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was actually a lot of fun.
We had a blast. It was a long one, but
yeah,
a long
I
video, but it was
agree.
fun.
What did Matt say? Every 12 or whatever? We tried to do that.
Yeah. Maybe every 12. Yeah, maybe every 12 episodes we'll
Do a Texas Toast.
do a Texas Toast episode.
Yeah.
Those guys are a lot of fun to hang out with. As you could tell if you watched the video, it was.
Yeah, so
It's
some
always
guy
fun.
said it reminded him of band practice. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
That's kind of. If you guys haven't watched the video, go back, watch it. It's about an hour and 20 minutes. So, but anyway, it's fun, and we talk about guitars and stuff like that. And I actually have to look at putting together the spec for the Flip Toast.
Actually, I'm not opposed to MJ's addition of maybe making it purple. It doesn't really fit with our colors, but, you know.
Yeah, we could think about it.
Could be cool.
I got some ideas,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Dingus driver.
Dingus driver with a Flip Toast. I like the Flip Toast.
Flip
It
Toast is
sounds,
pretty,
sounds ridiculous and awesome, I think. But, all right. Enough of us yappering.
On with the questions.
On with the questions. You read the... Go ahead, read the
All right,
first one. You get the first one.
Mr. Cullen James.
Colin James.
Question for next week. Both of y'all, what is the most surprising piece of gear, guitar, amp, pedal, etc., that you've ever used, pleasantly or unpleasantly? So, like, what were we surprised with?
This is... Well, we could go...
This is a good
We
one.
could take the high road and certainly just go with what was the most surprising.
I thought you were going to, like, right out the door of Univibe, but...
Well, that was...
That was surprising, but unsurprising. It was like...
yes.
It was surprisingly unsurprising how great it was.
So we have an original Univibe here in the shop, like a for real Univibe. There's a cool story that goes along with it. And if you've tried any types of Univibe pedals, which we've tried plenty,
Yeah, you know it's a difficult one to find.
it's difficult to find a Univibe that. Well, hold on. Let me
Repreface.
Let me repreface. Let me reprefacize what's going on here. We've tried Univibes, and we've found some that are really cool and really awesome and sound rich and lush until you plug in to a real Univibe.
Yeah.
And then everything else
All
goes
your
to
definitions
shit.
have changed.
Yes. The marker has certainly been moved, and...
It's almost moved to a point that, like, it doesn't even matter anymore. Yeah.
Because we've tried a lot of the Univibes. Like I said, once you plug that thing in, it was just like, holy crap, I've never heard anything.
Well, it's got that missing,
there's
like,
a
the
dimension,
boost even.
Yeah, there's a dimension to it that nothing else seems to grab.
Yeah.
So pleasant surprise would be that.
Yeah.
Which I
well,
thought
yeah,
was really
it was
cool.
just... I felt like it was going to be good, but it was surprising, like, how
good it was.
Yeah, and, like, you could actually... Like, a lot of Univibes I almost feel like are just... like revoiced phasers almost. That's what they feel like to me. They give you some wobble, but it's not like you're playing. Because I felt like when we plugged that thing in, you could actually play the effect, which I know sounds like delay. You're pretty used to that, but for like a Univibe, it was cool to like ride the dip.
Ride the dip. Ride the dip, man. But yeah, that was one that was just I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's legendary. We all know that.
Right.
But
now we know why.
But now we know why. I mean, and that's not something that either one of us grew up with or had a chance to ever play, even along the way.
We may never even get to see another one. Who knows? I mean, hopefully, but
Well, yeah, that one that works.
Yeah.
that 100% works.
yeah, with the foot
So,
pedal and the whole shebang.
It's fairly awesome. We should do a video on that.
Oh yeah, that's
I mean,
good.
what the hell?
Yeah.
We should. We need to do more videos anyway, so we should.
Too bad we can't do like animated with the whole fable, like tell the story with.
Oh, if we only had skills like that, I would do it totally.
Yeah.
So that was pleasantly surprised.
How about we hit the unpleasant one?
Unpleasantly. Okay. Oh man,
I know exactly which one I'm going for on this one.
We sell shit though. That's why it's like
Yeah,
I
but
want
this one we
unpleasantly.
don't. This one we don't for me anyway.
Oh, so I could pick something that... Yeah, see, there's one that I really am unpleasantly surprised with. You know what I'm talking about.
I think so.
It's right behind you.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I need to pick that. You know what? Why don't you go? Why don't you go first? And then I'll figure out whatever I'm going to say that may not get us in trouble.
For me, I actually thought the Analog Man King of Tone was a little pedestrian for the hype that it does get. Granted, we only played the one that I think Will brought in, Will Puth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only one, and maybe it was just the amp we were going through at the time. I don't know, but it just didn't, like, blow me away. I mean, there's other stuff that's in that range that's much cheaper that I felt did a pretty close job. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure if I owned it, I'd probably learn some of the differences, but it just didn't, like, floor me.
Yeah, I agree. I agree on that one because I remember when we were like, it wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong. Not awful. Great.
No,
pedal.
it wasn't bad. It was sounding good.
It was a great pedal.
Yeah.
It was just one of those ones where it was like, what? It didn't.
I don't know if it was worth waiting the 2.5 years.
It wasn't like it wasn't like they opened the suitcase and the golden light.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. We didn't have any of that shit happening.
Yeah, no angel chorus descended from heaven or anything.
No. There it is. No, it wasn't that. It was great. Great pedal.
Yeah.
Just not. Yeah.
And I think I heard the little guy too. The little guy actually sounded really good. And that one's not nearly as expensive, and you don't have to do the wait time or anything. I think it's just the two-in-one one that's like that. But yeah, that was for me. That was probably the one I was. And it was, like I said, it wasn't like just god awful. It just wasn't as amazing as I thought it might be.
Right. It wasn't. It was surprisingly not what you were thinking.
Right. I
don't know if I want to pick my unsurprisingly pleasant thing.
Yeah, well, fought with like Chris's quest today culminated.
Okay, I'll tell you. You dragged it out of me, you dirty Fender Mustang GT.
Yeah. Chris like literally spent all day trying to make it better.
No.
No.
Sorry, just can't. Just can't.
No.
Love everything else that Fender does.
Well, they should stick to their stuff.
But, but so all the classic amps. I mean, I got 3 Fender amps that I play.
Yeah, another 2.
I got a Blues Blues DeVille. I got the Junior and I got the Deluxe. And the Deluxe is what I play all the time.
It's like the main 3. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, on whatever situation I need, I'm pretty much covered-ish for what I do.
Yeah.
So those are my 3. I love those amps. I think the Bass Breaker series
is what they do.
Yeah, the Bass Breaker series is killer. I think those are great amps.
Yeah, right out of the box.
But the
GTs,
you should have stayed with the old Mustangs, bro.
Yeah, I feel like it was them trying to maybe combat Roland a bit, and I feel like Roland won the upper hand on this one.
But Roland's also been doing it for years.
That's what I mean. It's like,
look at the JC120.
Well, it'd be the same thing like if Boston Roland went and tried to make tube amps. I'm sure they'd go through the same growing pains that Fender goes through trying to make solid state amps.
I'll tell you what, the Roland, like the Blues Cube Hot, that whole series of stuff is killer. Mm-hmm. It's killer. I played it at the NAMM show. Awesome.
Well,
and they got the little tone things, the little cubes.
Capsules, yeah, the tone. Those are kind of funny.
I like. It's a novel idea, but those really sounded good. I switched through all of them, and I really liked them. And then obviously the katanas that are out there. I mean, you put the katana up against, the Mustang, and the katana kicks its ass
day in, day out,
up and down the damn street, bro. So that's why I got a Katana 100. Because that just had full sound and all that. So there we go.
And the GTs, we've tried the
all right, we don't have to beat the dead horse.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, we've tried the line.
Hey, what'd you guys do? We'll have the one guy from Fender who's watching the video.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're giving them honest feedback. Whatever Ryan said, like raving sells stuff, but sometimes you just need honesty.
Well, I'll be honest.
Yeah, we could be way more honest.
I'll be honest, I ain't going to order anymore. Yeah. We're having a sale.
Yeah.
Wrong. If you need a Mustang GT, we got a few of them here at the shop. Make you a good deal.
Yeah. Deal you can't refuse.
You have to call the store, though.
Yeah. That's a in-person negotiation.
Yes. Has to be mano-y-mano. All right, next question. Terry Starks. good contributor to the show.
Yep.
To the video series. My question this week is, if y'all weren't in the music business or playing, what would you be doing? Doctor, lawyers, dentists?
I could see you being a dentist with your big hands.
Yeah.
So, let me just get right in there. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Dentist is not going to... Yeah, I might as well make watches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That'd be hysterical. Donkey! What are you doing, donkey? Put your giant hands in there.
That'll do, donkey.
What would you be doing if we didn't do this?
Well, I didn't end up doing what I thought I was going to end up doing, but this is better.
Astronaut?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I was going to be like Zach Brannigan. Did you ever watch Futurama?
Who?
Zach Brannigan.
No.
He's like this,
I watched
he's kind of like this farce of William Shatner from the old, the old, yeah. It's it's pretty great. So I would have, that's actually a tough one. Definitely not doctor or lawyer. Honestly, lately I've kind of thought like even like some of the engineering stuff would be pretty interesting. Getting into more electronic engineering. Honestly, I could even see that like if you didn't have to suffer through the math in school, engineer, like if there's an engineer out there that just like thinks of things and then somebody else makes them happen, like that.
Yeah, but you don't need to be an engineer for that either.
I feel like
you just need to be rich.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm good at identifying things that need solutions, like for things out of the box. I don't know. Engineering of some kind, I think.
So would you do civil engineering or
probably do like
spatial
conductor
engineering?
engineering,
Electrical engineering? That would be good.
With what we're doing here, yeah. I've thought about that.
So before in a previous life, I used to manage restaurants and bars. That's what I did for most of my career up until deciding that sucked. Sucked in every way. Well, it didn't really, but...
No, because you definitely sound like you had some fun.
I had a blast. I loved the business. It was awesome. It was just I couldn't take the corporate crap anymore, and I was just tired of all of that bullshit rhetoric and watching people that can't do their job
rise to the top,
elevate, and because like this guy's an idiot, he doesn't know what to do.
Let's give him a promotion.
Yeah, let's give him a promotion so we get him out of here so this store runs better. You can let that go for a number of times until you start going, well, that's stupid. So I loved that business. I loved the restaurant business, catering and stuff like that. I love the event. There's a huge amount of adrenaline that happens, with that. I mean, Friday night when you're putting out a ton of covers and everything is just.
I can see that you get in the groove. Yeah,
it's madness and it's awesome.
You get in the groove and things start clicking in. I'm sure I could see.
Yeah,
it's
awesome, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a show. It's like when you're playing a show and you're just like, rocking. You're like, it's on. Everything's on. The crowd's on fire. Everything's on fire. Everything's going great. It's kind of like that.
Okay, yeah, I can see.
That's what it's like on a Friday or Saturday night in a busy restaurant. That's great. Now, on the other side of that, there's a lot of shit that sucks. Getting yelled at, people not showing up. People being loaded on the job.
Yeah, that would suck.
Finding a bartender drunk and it's in the bathroom on the floor. I got stories for days. Great stories.
Yeah,
I've told some around here. This doesn't answer the question.
Well, yeah, because I was going to say, would you go back to that? I mean,
I wouldn't go back.
Or would you have chosen that to be? Because, like, for me,
I don't really want. I wouldn't want to go back to that. I want to just, obviously, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
We're continuing growing this business, and this is awesome.
Yeah.
But
actually,
if I wasn't doing this, I don't know. If I wasn't doing this, knowing what I know now, I would try to go and do something that's a little bit more independent. Maybe something to do with. I think I'd still like to do lesson or like music, but I might just go more in the lesson.
Oh yeah, like being a private teacher or something.
Lesson routes or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe go in that direction.
Yeah.
Because when I was in the restaurant business, a lot of times I was the training manager, so I had a lot of patience, and I could kind of work with folks and kind of get them to the point where their skills were,
subpar. No kidding.
Upper level skills, so they knew how to do stuff.
Yeah.
So training, I like training and teaching, so I think maybe it would be something in the teaching field. Could be music.
Yeah, I can see that.
Teachification.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, I think that would be it. Doctor, no.
Yeah, I could see.
Lawyer,
yeah.
no. I got enough of those.
I could see teaching. I thought I was pretty good at neuroscience too. I just never dove into that, but that would be a field like if I had to do something more in the medical world. I think that would be where I'd head there. But yeah, that's a tough one. Honestly, this is what really. I mean, like if you'd asked me a few years ago, like dream job, this pretty much is it. So
yeah,
it's like yeah.
I always thought this just happened. I didn't really plan on this. It just kind of grew from selling shit on eBay and online to, hey, look, we have all this stuff on the wall, which is awesome, I think. Yeah. I'd much rather do this than...
Well, yeah, I haven't had a ton of jobs, but any job I've had before this, I used to dread. Like, you know when you wake up in the middle of the night and, like, you're like, oh, God, what time is it? And then you see it. Like, I don't do that with this at all.
Yeah, it's because we start at noon.
Well, yeah, but...
So that you're not
it's
waking
still
up
great.
in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but... Well,
I wake up at 10:30. Ah, crap. I got to work in an hour and a half.
Yes, but the job itself is not dreadful.
I got to go to work at noon.
Oh God! Yeah.
What a freaking drag.
But even if we were on like a weird shift, it would still just be fun. I think.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, we literally sell toys to grown-ups. I mean, that's like at the end of the day, that's what we.
Electronic toys to grown-ups. You're right. And we get a lot of.
We get cool people that come
weirdos
through
that come through. Weird, cool people. You know, I mean, it's not everybody's. I don't mean weirdo like.
No, weirdos here. Being a weirdo here is an endearing thing. Like, if you're not weird, that's weird. Like, if you're not weird, that's the weird thing here.
We definitely get some interesting folks that come in this shop, and that's really awesome. It's so much more fun than dealing with doctor, lawyer, or dentist shit.
Right.
So, all right. Well, let's move on because we've given a lot of time to that question, and we're getting.
What's like an existential question? Like,
yeah, we could. Definitely, dude.
Compare them to the universe. What would you do?
Yeah, bro. Totally, man. What was it? Orbs, bro.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Orbs, man.
I swear to Christ.
Totally,
That's so funny.
I'm totally in the orb business, man. Inside.
That's a shout out to Dave. Yeah.
Still love you, Dave.
Make it too easy though.
Right. All right. So moving on. Wizard 69. Favorite or best drive pedals that aren't tube screamers, clones, or dumbles? Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of have a few go-tos for this one, but I was actually curious what your answer would be on this one.
Aren't tube screamers, clones? Well, because I like the dumble.
Right.
They threw the dumble in there just to throw me off. I think they know. Wizard 69. Ooh.
Well, you want me to go and then you swing in?
You go first because you already have an answer for this.
Yeah, for me, there's kind of two main ones that stand out. Like if people come in the shop and ask a similar question to that, would be the Black Forest from Black Arts, because that one's going for like a color sound overdriver or color sound power boost.
I got one.
And that one's a cool one, like especially if you have like a high headroom amp and you want like all the best bits of like fuzz and overdrive in one pedal. That one's a really great one, and then obviously treble boosters. But for me, the other one's like the 385 from Walrus, and before that the Mayflower. But the 385 is a solid drive. Like if you're looking for something that's just not any one of those three, that one's a great one.
What about the BB preamp?
Yeah, Blues Breakery. Yeah,
that's where I'm going because I'm just like I'm looking at it. Oh yeah, that's it.
I mean, there's a lot of good ones, but a lot of them do tend to like go into the other, like they borrow stuff. Like the Witch Burner's cool, but it borrows from Tube Screamer. The Pinnacle's
but
cool,
I don't think you're ever going to get away from that. I mean,
Right.
there's only so much.
Yeah,
There's only
well,
so
that's
much
why I
that's
like
out
the
there.
Black Forest though, because like I don't want to say nobody does the color sound stuff, but they're rare and they're different. They're very different. They're more.
I really like the Black Art stuff, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, all
really
of his
do
stuff.
make some
All
good
of Mark's stuff's good.
Yeah, like I said, the exotic stuff too, though.
Oh, and actually,
That's killer.
the
Preamp is
Trace
killer.
Diablos from him too, from Mark. That thing is like beastie. You gotta have an amp that can take it, but because that thing I could definitely see smashing some amps.
More power.
Yeah.
Okay.
You dropped your shit.
Yeah. All right, let's move
Mike
on.
stopped giving sheets.
I stopped it. What instrument would you guys be playing if you couldn't play guitar?
If it doesn't exclude bass and a Motorhead tribute band, then that. But if it excludes bass, probably drums for me. I like drums.
That's where I'd be.
Yeah.
Totally drums.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like the rhythm.
I'm actually learning some drums. Yeah. Some drummage. Not too bad.
Piano would be fun too, actually. I'd do it John Lord style though, and go through like a Marshall stack and just make it fun.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I get it, but drums, I think.
Come on, Deep Purple.
No, I don't have to learn any chord changes.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah. Like even if you miss, it still counts. Like even if you just like miss and hit the rim, it still counts.
Yeah. As long as you're in time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Was that a mistake? No, it was just a well calculated.
Yeah, totally meant to do that. So I guess drums.
Yeah, so I guess we're both on that one.
Both on drums.
All right, last one from Mr. Chris Barchi.
Barchi! What's the smallest tube amp you can gig with in small clubs?
Now, I am not as versed in this.
Well, because you got 4,000 watts of power.
Yeah. Well, now like Jim McGowan and Jake are trying to talk me into like going for like 8,000 watts now.
No,
I saw doubling.
That. Yeah. I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, there's no way.
Stop that. You don't need any more. You could. We're gonna hear you down here.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, just like even though I'm not like a huge Gilmore fan, like somehow my rig is just like turning into like the live from '71 Floyd rig.
It's gonna turn into it's gonna turn into the Grateful Dead wall of sound.
Yeah, just like I'm gonna have to go like out to like Monument Valley and set it up.
Smallest tube amp that can gig with. Well, here's the thing.
I was gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Well, so small amps in a club. So are you trying to use a small amp to fill the room, or are you just using a small amp to be right? Or are you mic'd? Yeah. So if you're mic'd,
you could do anything.
You could do anything. Yeah. Champ would be fine. A Pro Junior would be great. Would still work depending because you don't have to.
This is where I get a little funky. I feel like I'd have to have a 12-inch speaker minimum just because of the way it like coalesces.
You need the beef.
Yeah, it stays a little. Although, like if you had like a 210 or even a 310, I was
gonna say that 210 Super right there, it kicks ass, and that'd be more than enough. I think that'd be more than enough power if you're just projecting. Because I mean, a lot of guys, I've seen plenty of guys do small stuff with Blues Juniors. You know.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that's where it gets to be like genre specific too, because I feel like if you're playing mostly clean or slightly overdriven, most of those will be fine. If you're getting into the heavier stuff, though, that's when you would maybe look at like a small head and an isolated cab, or even like the EVM 12, like the 200 watt 12-inch speakers, like something that can handle something like that would be cool. But honestly, any of the Z's, I feel like all of those are for the wattage that they're at, they're loud. So I mean, I feel like you could fill it up or mic it, and you'd be fine.
So yeah, that's a tough question because the parameters aren't defined.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways to get specific about that one. I mean, there's probably, like you said, some of the slightly higher headroom, cleaner amps would probably be good in that setting. Even the Blues Deluxe, I mean, like that one would cover you from small to
I feel like that's starting to get bigger. Like I feel like that's a break point. So if you're small,
well, that one covers you from like small to big. So
I'd say Blues Junior. If I had a figure one, Blues Junior, maybe that Super Trem Verb thing over there. Mm-hmm. The Dr. Z Cure. Not a very big amp, but
the Maz 18 even.
Yeah, Maz 18. I mean, I think there's a lot of options, but if we're looking at wattage...
Actually, the Z28, even though they don't make it anymore, I love that one if you're mainly relying on your pedal board. Like
Z makes most of his stuff, so it...
Yeah, but that one in particular,
pedal friendly, it's going to absorb.
Yeah, because that one was just like high headroom, just straight ahead. But yeah, I think that's... anything probably in the 10 to 20 watt range is probably all you need.
I was going to say, around there, 15 watts-ish.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. I mean, you start going lower, 5 watts, I think that'd be fine if
you're mic'd.
If you're mic'd and you're kind of looking for some of that. Yeah. But 10 to 15 watts, I think, would be enough to kind of... There again, if you're playing blues, you could probably get away with Blues Junior or Z, 15 watts-ish, somewhere in there, and you'll be fine. It'll get the job.
Yeah, if you were playing metal and you got to go do a compact rig, then like a small head and small cab would probably be the best bet to go there. Yep. But that's just to focus your sound.
But that's also the physicality.
Right.
Not the wattage.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I hope that answers the question. I don't know if it does or not, but That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Is that it?
Yep.
That's all we got for today.
That's it.
So somewhat short, 25 minutes.
Yeah, we still squeaked that out for real.
Yeah, well, I went on and on and on about the other thing, whatever that was earlier that I was talking about. I forgot
That and
already.
some such and the other stuff.
Yeah, restaurant thing, I think it was. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So
Well, that was an existential question. That one wasn't just yeah.
orbs, man.
Exactly.
Totally orbs, bro.
UFOs.
The orbs, man.
That was a
Fibonacci, man. It's all about Fibonacci.
Apparently it is, yeah.
Totally. It all revolves around the Fibonacci.
And shells, seashells by the
Seashells.
seashore.
Yeah. Totally, Susie. All right. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Ask us some questions. Put it down on the thing, and we'll get back to you guys Thursday. Coming around. Next time around. Stay tuned. We got a couple videos coming up this month with some review and demo stuff. Hopefully you like it. And that's it. And I'll catch you guys.
You're on
the
the
flip side.
Dr. Phil show. A problem is that you're into yourself, that you flirt with girls, that you're not plugged into your marriage. You're in the green room hitting on my staff. What the hell are you thinking?